Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Going into the third hour here of whatever the fuck week this is on the West Marches. Steven.
It's week 6.
Week 6. There you go. See? There you go. I'm on top of it.
Okay, so dawn comes the next day. It's overcast again, but temperature's quite warm. Dimitri serves you a breakfast of like clotted milk, and he has some honey that he drizzles over it. It's delicious.
Does he not eat the hagfish? I guess you don't really want to eat the hagfish.
You ask him, and he just pales. He says, "My babies."
Yeah, obviously, my children.
You haven't seen under his robe.
Yeah, literally, he's a hagfish man. Hagfishman.
Is there only one type of hagfish? Like,
What do you mean?
are there different?
In the world?
No,
Awesome.
I guess
Like,
that.
I
guess that's what I ask, and I'm just like, is
Dark
there only
hagfish.
one type of hagfish, or do you use a special species?
He begins expounding at length upon the breeding of hagfish.
Yeah,
and,
I'm just
you
like,
know,
yes, please go on. Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Are you like taking notes?
Yeah, if I can, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he tells you all about his hagfish. He even says, "Oh, would you like to come out and see them?" And then he like moves one of the big copper lids off of one of these big copper basins. And they're like huge basins that are set deep into the earth, and you can see there's just like hagfish swimming around in there. He says, "I use this special implement, and when you agitate the water, the mucus from the hagfish comes off of them, and it forms a large ball on the end, and then you can put it in the cistern and pump it into the still." And he takes you back to the still, and he says, "Yes, and you run it through here, and then you filter it through the special proprietary blend of herbs and spices."
Just like, and what
You're
are
muted,
these
Adam.
herbs and spices?
He's just very blithely, very happily going on and on about, like, you have to collect the fire berries from the north of the swamp, and then you find the dandelion weed from the fields around nearby, and things like that.
Just
Do we
like-
all have to listen to this?
I'm just like, great.
Or
Just
is it
great.
just him?
You don't have to listen to it if you don't want to. You could be like, la 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 la.
Okay, I take the polite approach then, huh?
You're
Adam,
muted,
man, I think you're muted.
I gotta see a man about a cockatrice. Let's do this thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I depart after very kind words, and
We thank him greatly.
yeah.
Yeah, he points you in the direction of the gully that he believes the cockatrice knight lives in.
So, talking to him about the cockatrice knight, do I get the impression that this is like... I mean, he's seen this guy in person for real. It's not like the mysterious knight of the moors, like,
Yeah, he's literally seen. I mean, he says,
he
"Yes,
said,
I've literally seen."
dude with a cockatrice head thing, and yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
He was full plate armor everywhere he goes. He carries a chicken with him everywhere he goes, and his helmet is shaped like a ferocious cock.
I make a quick prayer to Terry Gilliam to protect us, and fucking head off in the direction of this absurdity.
Terry Gilliam is not the man you want protecting you if his movies are any thing to judge by.
Good point.
Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're done, Kurthak, you're done pilfering this guy's intellectual property, right? We can go?
Yes.
Okay, alright, cool.
Okay. So who's leading this merry party? It's only like a mile off to the gully that he says is right, so you guys can just kind of stroll off there.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's leading. I feel like we're kind of like an anarchist collective. We all just kind of like,
Wandering
know.
friendlily
yeah, like it's like
through the plains.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Zoe, can you roll 2d6?
Oh, that's not good.
Well.
The great thing about random tables is it's not distributed like all the bad stuff's at one end. So
And fortunately for Zoe, there is no bad stuff on a 1 in this particular instance. So, your travels go uneventfully. It takes you like, I guess it's like 20 minutes to walk the mile or so to the edge of the swamp where there's this big, fierce gully that's like carved into the earth as the land slopes away down towards the Rayfen. at the top of this gully, you can see far down, maybe like 2,000 feet down this gully, there's actually an old stone building built into the wall of the cliff, and the cliff is kind of like it's all sort of evenly eroded rock on the side that this gray stone building has been built into, and it looks like maybe like a wall with a large tower on the end of it.
Tal, are you a student of history? Can you wax historical about?
I'm not a student, but I do know a little bit of history.
Yeah.
So we
you know anything about this action?
Yeah, let's see.
Spout some lore on us, baby.
Yeah. So how do I? Let's see.
Now, Adam. It's not, this isn't Dungeon World.
Everything is Dungeon World.
How do I make a history roll on here? So.
Well, you'd roll plus your history.
So roll. How do I type it in onto the thing?
It's roll space 1d20 plus whatever your history score bonus is.
And if I don't have one,
it's just your base and
just +4.
Yeah.
Just your intelligence. Yeah, just +4.
A mere +4. Brilliant.
Got to do a slash before the roll.
Oh, I gotcha.
And also, if you just hit up on the directional pad, it'll paste in your last thing.
Oh, nice. So slash before the roll.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go.
Nice. Not bad at all. Yeah. So this structure appears to date from probably like 350 years ago or so. Let's see if I can figure out what the current year is. I know that I wrote it down. It's currently the year 677. And this seems to date from the bureaucratic majocracy of 10, which ruled over this region from 212 to 392 or so. They established a number of secure fortresses, and also their vulgates, their peasants, established a number of standing stones around the plains as icons to various vulgar religions. So I think that Kurthak at least has visited one of those standing stones before over near Hextia's hut.
Yeah.
And this outpost looks like it was built by the same people.
I tell you all that.
Thanks.
Yay,
Thanks,
verily.
Old mages ruled here once. This appears to be one of their old fortresses.
Does anybody have
magic traps?
Does anybody have any nature skills?
Zoe might.
I think I do.
Varani? Let's see on your character sheet here. No, you don't.
I do not.
You have survival, but you don't have nature.
I can roll it at a +4.
Yeah, you might give it a shot and see like what the area for the past 350 years, if there's anything you know about that.
Okay, rolling.
Nope.
Oh shit. That's grass. That's flower.
The insight. Wow.
Yeah. Tal starts waxing poetically about how the weight of the structure actually caused the gully to form as it sunk deeper and deeper into the earth, and you guys are just like, Tal, I don't think that works like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you know.
Do we see? There's no one walking around, right?
Nope.
Are the
don't
tracks
see any,
still
like-
there?
What was
The
that,
tracks
Zoe?
have been following the day before.
Yeah.
We still see tracks
Does anybody
somewhere.
want to do a survival check? Zoe, do you want to roll one to see if you can find tracks?
Sure.
Based on your
sure.
wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Let me help you.
Yeah, please. Please do.
I mean, I'm better at it than you, but I'll help you anyway. I don't help you.
Dr. Grigori kind of like stands in the middle of a rut, and he's like, I don't see anything.
I try to help, but I like backseat drive, and I'm really bad at I just totally throw you off track. I'm like, no, trek.
Look over there.
Yeah, trek with your ears, not with your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You have to feel the tracks. You're looking. Stop looking. Think hard. For your helmet.
So
Close your eyes.
Reach out with your feelings.
Close your eyes.
Varani, just roll a normal 1d20 plus your survival skill.
That was 4, was it?
Yep.
Yes. +4? Yeah.
Yes. 8.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So Varani is looking desperately, and Grigori is trampling back and forth across anything that would have been a track. And because of the downward slope of the terrain here, you can't see anything given the recent thunderstorms. So you don't know.
Yeah, I will growl at the doctor and he's very angrily though. Because I feel like it's kind of his fault.
It is.
Yes, then I felt right.
You're muted, Adam, but yeah.
Actually, I wasn't. I was just speaking quietly.
All right. So where do we go?
How far away from the establishment are we?
You're like 2,000 feet away, so it'll take you 10 minutes to walk your way to there.
So you said it was kind of built into a hill.
Yeah. So
or into a cliff.
there's like a gully that's carved out of the earth that maybe like rainwater goes running down and it flows into the swamp that way. So there's two sort of strong rock walls that rise up. The gully is probably like 150, 200 feet wide. And along the left-hand side of the gully wall, 2,000 feet in the front of you, there is this large stone structure built into the wall that seems to be coming out of it.
Let's go check that shit out.
Yeah, I guess I very carefully, before the party goes forward, I just study the camp and make sure that there's not I guess I'm also looking for traps as well, so I don't know if you want me to roll for that, but...
Okay. Yeah, so you're going to advance slowly, carefully, checking for traps along the way.
Yeah, I've gone into bodyguard mode where I'm more aware of the surroundings and less interested in hagfish for the time being.
Okay.
I've got my crossbow out again.
Okay. Are the rest of you doing anything to prepare for, battle or anything like that?
Anybody need last rites, just in case?
I think Kurthak might need them.
We're good.
Remember, trip the orc first.
Yep.
Make sure he falls.
There you go. I think I just start walking forward then.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, so it takes you a little while to get up there, but you're about 100 feet away now. The walls are like 20 feet high, built out of large gray stone blocks. They are set into the cliff. The cliff has actually been carved away and then filled with rubble to seal it up against the walls.
Cool. Yeah, I'm imagining like Egyptian ruins and stuff like Karnak, where it's just the entrance is built into the wall, but they've carved the front of it. Is that?
No, actually, they've actually built a wall that comes.
So it's come out and then.
Wall, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And as you approach, you can see that it's sort of like it's like the exterior wall of a keep built into the rock wall, and then maybe the rock wall is where the body of the keep is actually stored behind.
Okay, cool.
So there's just a couple of arrow slits on the outside of the towers that are on the front of this thing, and in between the towers there's a 10-foot wide portcullis entrance that you can see a courtyard behind it, and then of course beyond the gully on the other side of this structure, the gully continues, and you can see and smell the Wraithen very close to you now. It's probably another 2,000 feet away.
And we don't see any sign of banner or heraldry of this knight that supposedly lives in this keep.
There's no banner. There's no heraldry. I'm going to assume someone's peering around the corner trying to see into the courtyard.
Yeah, Kurthak is on
Yep.
point.
Yeah, good job, Kurthak. Now you're sort of peering around. One of you looks into the arrow slit for the tower room. It's at ground level, and you can see just a wooden stool and a bucket filled with bolts and a light crossbow leaned up in the corner. And then as you peer around the corner down this 10-foot wide corridor through this portcullis, you see a courtyard with a bunch of chickens running back and forth. There's a large metal double door set in the wall of the rock cliff. On the left-hand side of the courtyard, there's a wooden structure built into the courtyard. On the right-hand side, there is an awning that seems to shelter much of the courtyard from the elements.
So is that 3 places where people could enter from in the area?
No, there's only one entrance, and it's just this portcullis. that leads into the courtyard, and then behind the portcullis is the courtyard.
In the courtyard, I mean, like coming out of the buildings, there's three or four.
So there's the entrance that leads into the rock wall. That's one. There's this wooden building on the left. There's this awning over on the right that's exposed to the air on all sides, but it is covered from the sky. And then there are these two towers to the right and left of you immediately that supposedly exit out somewhere.
Okay. I guess I relay all that information to the group and say we should probably try to claim one of those towers. And I guess I noticed the crossbow that Grigori is holding, and I'm like, you should probably get up on there. It might help if we are to have a fight.
I look at the crossbow, and I look at you, and I say, oh, this is mostly for show. I can't shoot for shit.
I'm just like, why did I... Okay. Does anyone have any... I kind of like look at the mage or the person wearing the quarterstaff. I'm like, nope. Look over at the dragon guy, and I'm like, all right, we're all going to be on the foot. Just be careful, because someone might get up there, and it'd be bad. And then I walk out into the courtyard slowly.
Yeah, I guess we'll... Yeah,
just straight through the portcullis?
Is there like a gate that could drop down behind us?
The gate is actually already closed.
Okay, so we can't just walk straight through?
Right.
Is the lever or the raising mechanism on the opposite side? On the inside?
Yeah, there'd probably be like a wheel or whatever you'd have to pull.
Yeah. There's no one up
Probably
here.
inside of one of these towers.
So, I mean, I'll look at these guys and be like, we're just here to ask questions about the iron, yes? Maybe we just let them know we have arrived? Strange for a knight to have no servants.
True, I agree. Let's knock
A lot
on
of
it.
chickens.
How tall are these towers? Like, how tall is the gate?
Like
as well?
25 feet.
And is it pushed up against a wall? So, like, there's a right angle being formed in the corner?
Let's see. Maybe I can actually draw just a little bit so you have a better idea of what this looks like.
Okay.
So, freehand.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if people want to, or if people are going to be able to see the half-orc monk start to be acrobatic somehow.
So we've got this, like, cliff face here. And then there's this wall that comes out. And then there's, like, a tower sort of here-ish.
Okay.
And then there's this portcullis here. And then another tower on the other side. And then it goes back. And so it's like, as far as you can tell, it's sort of like this. And then inside there is the courtyard. And there's this wooden structure here with a door. And then there's sort of like an awning here.
Okay.
It looks to be protecting this area. There's a bunch of chickens running around in the middle. And then actually, now that you're looking very carefully, you can see back over here against the cliff face, there's a forge. Yeah,
Right.
and there's a big double door right here.
And where are we right now?
We're right here, right?
We're in the
Yeah,
death
you guys
zone.
are right here between the two towers, looking
Yeah.
at the entrance.
Is there a chance that they would have already seen us anyway?
Well, you don't see anybody, right? I mean, there is a chance that someone could see you if there was someone nearby, but you haven't seen anybody, and there's nobody in the courtyard.
I see.
Should we hail them?
Yeah, I guess.
So,
Hailing
yeah.
frequencies open. Yeah, let's.
I guess I like look around. I'm like, all right, we'll see how this goes. And I'm just like, hello. Is anyone
The
there?
chickens go, and they all sort of like scatter.
We're looking for
Yeah,
a cock.
Yeah, I come over and look through the portcullis at the chickens and be like, quickly, go, fetch your master, bring him to us. Go, chickens. Go.
Do any
No.
of you have a passive perception of 13 or higher?
No.
Minus
This
14.
motherfucker right here.
Grigori? Okay.
Yeah, so do I
and
have-
Tal with a 14, yeah?
No, that's me with 14. Brian does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both you, Kurthak, and Dr. Grigori, you immediately notice when you're looking at these chickens, they're all roosters. Every single one of them. There's like
Yeah.
15 to 20 of them. All of them roosters.
Okay. I just look
Okay.
back and I'm like, roosters. No, I didn't turn
Yeah, they're
back.
boosters. It's true.
Okay, I mean, like you call, and after a few moments of calling, the large metal double doors to the interior creak open, and an older man comes out. He pokes out his head. He says, "Yeah, hello, hello," and he steps outside. He says, "Hey, visitors." Visitors! And he runs back inside and slams the door closed. Bang! What do you guys do?
Inhospitable cock knight.
Does anyone else come out of anything?
You're just going to wait for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm just looking
Yeah,
around.
I guess, I mean, they know we're here now. So.
Keep an eye on those towers, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my crossbow away. I don't want to seem like I'm here to shoot.
Yeah, like we're gonna rob him or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the guy comes back out. He opens the doors with a creak, and he steps back out. He says, "Yes, one moment, just a second." And he comes running over to the gate, and he's within like 10 feet of you, and he stops up. He's breathing a little heavily from his jog across the courtyard, which is about, it's like 30 feet long. He stops. He says, "Yes, can we help you? Are you looking for anything in particular? Directions to the swamp, maybe? It's just down to the left here. If you go back out the way you came, you should actually be able to see it. You have eyes, right? You can see things."
We are not looking for swamp, old man. We are here to speak with your master. You serve the cockatrice knight, yes.
"Oh, yeah. Yes, I do serve the cockatrice knight.
Good. We wish to speak with him. Open the gate."
Yes, of course." And he backs up and he walks into the right-hand tower, and you hear this groaning and creaking. You hear him going, and the very, very slowly the gate just starts slowly inching up. It takes like 20 minutes for it to get above head height.
Wow.
So he lets you in.
Okay.
And as soon as you guys are all through, which I suppose all of you go in?
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Okay. As soon as you guys go through, he lets go of the flywheel inside of this gatehouse, and you hear it go, woo! And the gate just goes, slams closed behind you.
When that slams, I look back at it, I'm just like, is there much need for such a extravagant gate?
He comes out of the gatehouse. So now that you're in here, you can see on sort of the back side of each of these towers, on the inside, there's a door just right here and here. And he comes out and he says, "Oh, yes, well, the cockatrice knight deserves every trapping of nobility. He's a very noble man, so... come along." So you can now see that you're in here.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately to your right, there's a large wagon that looks like it's a 2-horse wagon. It's covered with burlap, and there's supplies on the back of it. You don't know what's there. It's covered with the burlap.
I'm gonna I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at Kurthak, and then I'm gonna look at the old man and be like, actually, I fucking speak Orcish. I'm gonna say to Kurthak in Orcish. You speak Orc, right?
Actually, no, yeah, I do.
Okay. So I'm gonna say to you in Orcish, and actually this is probably a fairly common phrase in Orcish, is there no reason for us to simply kill the old man and take the ore? The Black Tongue of Mordor.
I speak Orc as well, so.
Excellent.
So do I, actually. So
Oh, this is great.
Let us all speak Orcish together.
The old man sort of looks back as you guys are like grunting at each other. In this
Yeah, well,
he says, "My master he has requested that you wait here," and he just like bolts for the door.
yeah, as
Fuck it, get him. Get that old fucker.
no, I'm just like, Grigori, no, please. The
He's
Orcish
running
tongue
for
is
the
not
door.
one of hospitality.
I'm gonna
Gets
kill
to the
this
door.
guy. I can't. He's not getting to the door. I'm
pulling
gonna
on
shoot
the
him in the
door.
back. I'm shooting him in the
Okay,
back.
roll
Fuck it.
an attack.
God damn it.
I'm bad at this.
oh man.
All right,
could
so I got a
sleep him.
+2 to hit. It's too late, man. It's crossbow bolt in the
Okay.
back.
Oh,
Yes, fuck
shit.
you, old man.
Roll your damage. Your bolt sinks
Okay.
directly into him. Okay. He pulls the door open slightly, and your bolt hits him in the shoulder,
Okay.
and he cries out, "Ah!"
I'm running after the bolt, drawing my sword, and I'm just gonna fall on him with my sword until he's dead.
Okay, yeah, you run across the courtyard, roosters scattering in every direction. A couple
Out of the way, Cox.
And you just like fall on him and cleave his arm from his shoulder, and then stab him in the chest.
Nice.
You know, there's a hallway inside, and there's an oil lamp on the wall that's lit. Are you just gonna shove the door closed?
Yeah, I'm fucking shoving the door closed and looking at the rest of the party and being like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah,
Someone
when you
get
look
the gate
back,
open.
I'm just like, Grigori, what the fuck was that?
While all this is happening, I'm gonna run over to the cart and pull that burlap off.
Okay,
And-
you pull the burlap off, and there's one large, wooden crate that looks like it's filled with iron ingots.
Okay.
And there's a second large crate that's been broken open, and it's about half full of iron ingots.
Okay. I can't pick it up, can I?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he's gonna
you
need some
could probably give a strength check, but it would be a really heavy thing to try and carry.
Yeah, so I'm shouting like orders, like get the iron back on the cart. Someone get the gate open. We need to get out of here now. Let's
But
go.
are there horses on the? On
No,
the
there are
wagon?
no horses on the wagon.
Well, wasn't that well thought out then?
Hey, I don't shoot you
How the
again.
hell are we getting that iron out now?
Listen, Mr. Smug Dragon, I acted. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I run into the gatehouse when he says this and start like turning the wheel
Okay, yeah.
and looking
you know,
for some sort of lock mechanism that'll.
There is a lock mechanism, so you can just sort of engage it, and it'll be like clicking to help like the thing stop from going backwards. Clearly, the old man never used it since they never really went in and out or something like that. But
Right.
yeah, you know, you start winching it up. Give me a strength check just to see how quickly you do this.
Okay.
It does matter.
So would this be a saving throw check? So I would get the.
Yeah, it's just plus your strength bonus.
Oh,
Not-
okay,
It's
so-
not plus any proficiency for saving throws.
Gotcha. It's 10.
Okay, so it's heavy, right? Like it's just one wheel that's directly connected to a chain that goes up to the top of this portcullis. So you're just winching it up step by step.
Sure.
So it's taken you some time. In the meanwhile, Grigori, Varani, and Tal, like there are no horses attached to this cart. What are you guys gonna do out here in the?
We don't
the
need
court.
a horse. I'll
Okay.
carry the cart. So it's got wheels. Fucking let's just drag it out of here. We'll load up as much of the iron that's around. Like you said, there was stuff that's been taken off the cart.
Yeah, over by the forge, there's like a
Sure.
bucket of iron ingots, so you could like prick that back up.
Load the cart up with as much of the ore that's still around, and then get the hell out of here.
Can we even pull it?
Tal, you're not very strong, right? You watch the
I know.
door.
Okay.
Anyone comes out this door, you throw fireballs at them or whatever it is you do.
You got
Okay.
it.
So, Tal, you're gonna like ready in action to throw some
Yeah.
kind of spell at the door if it opens.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Dr. Grigori, can you give me a strength check to see how you're able to like start pulling this cart?
All right, I would love to do that for you, Steven. I would also
Okay.
consider-
So, it's just starting to shift. Like you are straining, huffing, puffing, like you feel like you've had the shit kicked out of you. Finally, it starts shifting. Right? There's like 1,000 pounds of iron ore in the back of this.
I will join in and help.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Varani,
Sweat streaming down.
give a strength check, Varani.
It's plus 2.
Plus 2. Is it 1d20 then? Or
Yes.
d20 plus 2.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
nice. Okay, Dr. Grigori, you get to roll with advantage to just roll a second time.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you guys like put your backs into it together. The cart starts rolling forwards, and then the metal door slams open. Bam! Tal, do you want to throw a spell?
Yeah,
Firebolt.
fucking just get in there.
Firebolt?
Yep.
Okay.
Do I just hear this spell go off? I'm like, what? These people are so nice. Why are we just... we're just murdering these people.
So roll an attack, a spell attack for your firebolt.
Range spell attack. It's target. So okay. 1d20 plus my dex, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it's plus. So a ranged spell attack is plus your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, nice.
So it'd be what, +6 for you?
Plus 6. Yeah.
Hadouken.
14.
Okay, your firebolt crashes against the full plate mail, of a man standing in the door
God
with
damn it.
the head of a ferociously angry rooster glaring out at you. And he
Steven,
has
if his words are not on the cock of the walk, then I'm fucking done with this campaign.
The cock is rising.
he has a huge greatsword in his hand.
Shit.
And he says, "Who dares invade the house of the Knight of the Cockatrice?" And he just like charges out forwards at you, Tal. Everybody roll
I was
initiative.
gonna say, should we roll initiative?
Yeah.
Alright.